screen. So there should be a big screen on the presentation now. It says how realtors are ethically stealing business back from Zillow and closing 8 figures in volume. So that's going to be so much fun. And that's going to be the strategy that's directly responsible for more than $15 million in homes sold in the last 3 years, where the average sales price is $106,000. So ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday. It's Thursday, okay? So we're here to have a lot of fun. I want you guys to chat in, ladies and gentlemen. I got a couple people coming in right now as well. We're filling up really. We got a full call, by the way. It's going to be absolutely stunning and fun. But I want to give some shout outs before I bring Jennifer on here to you guys all jacked up. So we got Bethany saying hello. You're set and ready to go. Can hear you loud and clear. Perfect, Bethany. Welcome to the call. Hillary Peters, what's going on? You can see and hear. Awesome. Wendy LeBlanc, hi. Back at you. Andrea Arnold, hello. How are you? We got, let's see, we got Chantel. What's going on, Chantel? We got Gina and Gillen and George. What's going on, George? Make sure you say hello to us. We got Danielle and Deanna. Where are you guys calling in from? Where's everybody calling in from? We got George. We got Gina. Let's see. We got James and Jane. And we got Joe Jackson here on the call. Joe Jackson, what's up? We got John. What's up, all the Johns that are here? Looks like there's quite a bit, actually. We got Catherine coming in. We got Kevin Demel. What's up, Kevin? Hopefully I'm saying your last name properly there. So, yeah, by the way, while you guys are typing in here, make sure you say hello to us. Make sure you, this is all interactive. We're here for you. We're here to have a lot of fun today. I'm going to be bringing Jennifer Gendec on here in just a moment. But I want to give you some shout outs real quick. We got Christy here. Christy Elliott, good to see you. Linda. Marina Martin. We got Megan. Pamela, good to see you, Pamela. What's going on? Bethany says she's from Lincoln, Nebraska. Deanna's from Tampa, Florida, possibly Hawaii. Maybe that was just hi. I don't know. But then we got, let's see, we got Stacy. We got Shakoa Hatch. Steve, what's going on, Steve? See you there. We got Wendy. We got a couple Wendy's on here. Man, that's so fun. All right, guys. Well, let me do this. Let me bring on Jennifer Gendec. But first, I have to make sure you're ready. Are you guys and ladies, gentlemen, ready for the one and only Jennifer Gendec? Because here's the deal. I need to see in the chat, or you're just going to hear me talk the whole time. And that's definitely not as fun as what you're going to learn from Jennifer Gendec today. So I got to tell you, like, Jen is just a freaking rock star realtor here in St. Louis, Missouri. That's where we're calling in from here today. By the way, it looks like we got people from all over the nation typing in right now. So that's really cool. This is going to be actually her 3-year anniversary is coming up here in August. So pretty shortly, like we're already in August. So I guess she's here. Yes. What's the date? What's the August 15th is the date. She's been closing homes like it's her job. Oh, that's right. It is her job. But now she's going to share those strategies with you, what she's doing in the area, and how you can do the same thing in your area. She's created an entire business using Zillow's data. And here's the best part. She doesn't pay anything, right? She doesn't pay anything for the leads. And she's creating a massive business that continues year after year, month after month, day after day to freaking scale up. So without further ado, let Jennifer Gendec come on the show here on the training and say what's up, and then we're going to go right into the training. Jennifer, give a big old hello.
Hello. Happy Thursday to everyone. I want to know where you guys are from right now. I want to give you guys some shout outs, get you guys going, that energy flowing so we can get ready so you guys can learn and take action into what we're going to be teaching today on this call. All right, we got someone from Atlantic Beach. Christy's from Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, from Douglasville, Pennsylvania. Hey, Andrea, what's up, girlfriend? I want to know where you guys are from. What's the weather like? Like, tell me about something cool, maybe a fun fact about you. I want to get to know all my people who are here with me on the call so we can get rocking and rolling and we can just dive right into today's training. It's going to be so much fun. Ooh, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Megan here from West Virginia. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Megan? We got so many people on this call today. I'm so excited. We got people from all over chatting in right now. This is so cool, so much fun, and I can't wait to teach you how I've created a massive real estate business in the past 3 years by doing one thing and one thing only, never paying for leads. Okay, so we got Detroit metro area with Jillian, Stacy from Des Moines, Iowa. Hello, friends. We got tons of you guys just rolling in right now. So without further ado, I'm going to get this thing started. All right. So as you guys know, my name is Jennifer Gendec, and you guys, I am so pumped that you guys were all able to make it today, because what I'm going to show you has completely changed my real estate business, and I know it's going to do the exact same thing for yours. And odds are you're here for either one of two reasons. You're here because you wanted to learn how to make more money in your real estate business, or you had nothing to do because you don't have enough business, right? So let's learn how to make more money in your business today. Tell me right now in the chat, is that you? Do you guys want to make some more money in your business? Maybe you're not happy with what you're currently doing, or maybe you're a new agent and you just need to learn what to do in order to make that money. On the webcast today, I'm going to be teaching you the #1 system for listing for sale by owners and getting paid 6% commission with ease. And guys, like I stated earlier, this alone has sold me $15 million in volume in the last 3 years. And my average sales price in this area is $186,000. And I'm telling you guys this because what you're about to learn today, it's not some theory. What I'm going to show you guys has been proven to work through cold hard experience. This system that I'm going to show you, it's the golden ticket to my business. I've been at this for over 3 years, only focusing on for sale by owners, and I've become known in my market, the St. Louis market, as the FSBO Queen. Alrighty. So you guys probably saw a video of me on Facebook, either laying in bed or this one right here, and I am calling a for sale by owner, and I think it's so amazing that I can be calling these people from the comfort of my own home, maybe in my bed. And it's funny because some guy actually chatted me in prior to the webinar. Maybe he's on here. His name was Nick. Give me a shout out, Nick, if you're here. And he asked me if all for sale by owner calls are this easy. And of course, I had to laugh at him, right? Because no, at first, not all the calls were this easy. But after years of trial and error and practicing to get them right, I've created a successful business. And now it just seems like a breeze to me. So here's the call. Let's go over that in case you didn't see it.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Jen, and I'm a real estate agent with Dealman Sotheby's International. How are you doing this afternoon?
Good.
Good. Hey, I am calling about your home on Grandpa's Lane. I saw it was just recently listed as a for sale by owner, and I was hoping that I could schedule a time with you to come and take a preview. I'm working with a lot of clients in your area, and your property is very unique, so there's not much like it on the market. Would you be willing to take about 15 minutes to show me your home sometime this week?
I'm having an open house Sunday from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Does that work?
Unfortunately, this Sunday I have a new listing coming, and I'm going to be holding that one open from 1 to 3. I will see if I can.
What day? The only day that I am not working, it would either have to be an evening time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would be, let's see, would be Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. What time would work well?
Can you come like after 5? I mean, it would still be light.
Yeah, that's fine. Like
you said, it would only take about 15 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Would about 5:30 be okay?
Sure.
Okay, then I will plan on being there Thursday at 5:30.
And what is your name again?
My name's Jennifer.
I've had a bunch of phone calls. And is this
sure.
the number to reach you at if I need to change anything?
Yes, it is. It's my cell, so you can call or text me.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
I will see you Thursday at 5:30.
Great. All right, bye.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
In fact, that call right there, that is why I'm so excited to present this training to you today. Fortunately, I was able to find a way that really shadows what agents are doing on a day-to-day basis when trying to source leads, quality leads for that matter. I did a post on Facebook trying to tell people and show agents what I was up to, and then it blew up, and so many people wanted to learn more. So that's exactly why I decided to put this training together and teach all of you guys at once. So if you came to learn, I'm excited to teach you on what I've been up to and how I've been able to build my business off free leads. Additional to the Facebook posts, I've received countless text messages, Facebook chats, emails, begging on how to train them on how I'm effectively closing these for sale by owners. What I'm going to show you guys is a result of my own personal real estate business here in St. Louis, Missouri, using this exact system, and it's contributed over $15 million in sales volume to my business. How many of you guys want to see exactly how I've sold $15 million in volume with just using for sale by owners alone? Chat me in if this gets you excited. Who wants to learn on how I'm doing this? Because it's a no-brainer. All of you do. And that's probably one of the reasons that you're joining me here today. Because there is no guesswork here. I didn't go out and close one for sale by owner and am now teaching it. I am currently, to this day, running an extremely successful real estate business. These strategies that I'm going to share with you, these are as real as it gets. Now, I'm going to bribe you guys to stick around until the end. And to do so, I'm going to offer you an extremely valuable gift. To prove the value, first let me tell you about this article I was reading last week. 23.5 million people are going to respond to a text message from a business or real estate agent. However, only a whopping 38% of businesses are actually using text message technology to contact their clients, which means there's massive opportunity here for everyone. And then the last thing that struck me from the article was that 98% of all text messages are read. And to give you guys an idea of how massive that number is, when you send out a direct mail piece or a recipe postcard, only 1% of your audience is actually reading the postcard, and the rest are getting tossed in the trash. So let me ask all of you guys on this call right now a question. Would you guys rather have 98% of people reading your message or 1%? I'm pretty sure that's obvious, right? Of course you'd rather have 98% of people reading your message. That's massive opportunity to conduct more business. And that's exactly why I'm going to give you my text message campaign that I use on autopilot to get responses from for sale by owners. But you guys have to stick around until the end to receive those. And when you guys combine that with what I'm going to be sharing with you on the webinar today, you're going to be completely unstoppable. Now, I'm sure you guys are all wondering who I am. Like I said, my name's Gendec. I'm a top producing agent here in St. Louis, Missouri, and I've been coached by top producers. I was awarded the Bronze Medal for Individual Agent Sales Volume in 2017 out of an office of 270 agents. I've been elected onto the Agent Leadership Council, and I've been interviewed on News Talk 97.1 radio. But here's the better question. Why are you here? And I find that most agents fall into one of these three categories. And as I go through these and one resonates with you, and this is why you're here, type that number into the question box. And I'm not going to be doing any shout outs. I'm just curious of who's with me on this call today. So category number one, you're already highly successful in your real estate business. Perhaps you're doing 6 to 7 figures in commission a year, but you want to add on to what you're currently doing. So you showed up open-minded and ready to learn. Or maybe you're a number two. You've had some past success in your real estate business, but now you're just hungry for quality leads. Or possibly you're a number three. You're just getting started in the real estate world. You're eager to learn ways to generate leads and sell homes so that you can start cash flowing your business. So if you haven't already, please let me know in the questions box. If you're a number one, someone who's already highly successful, you're a number two, someone who's hungry for quality leads, or you're a number three, you're just getting started and you're eager to learn. I see all kinds of answers coming in right now. It looks like we have a little bit of everyone here with me today. So that's awesome. And this is so cool because what I'm gonna share with you today, it's gonna work for anyone. Whether you're brand new, you need leads, or you're already highly successful. And on today's training, you're gonna learn my 3 top secrets to locking down for sale by owners and have them chasing you to list their home. With secret number 1 being my surefire way on acquiring free leads of homeowners that are serious on selling today that don't currently have an agent. Secret number 2, how I'm using text messaging to obtain 48% more listings than I do when cold calling alone. And then secret number 3, why I hold invisible open houses and how they've become key to closing 93% of all of my for sale by owner leads. And most agents, they're doing this wrong. And not only is this system going to create more deals in business for you, but it's going to allow you to take control of your own life and your own destiny. In just the last 2 years, because of these systems, I've been able to travel to Mexico, to St. Thomas, to conferences and learn more, to go to Georgia to lay back and kick it with my friends. I've been to Germany to touch the Berlin Wall. Guys, this is freedom. And I'm not showing you these photos to brag. I'm showing you guys this so that you can understand with today's training, you're going to be able to start living the life that you want and that you deserve. Now, I got some good news and I have some bad news for you guys. We got the good news and the bad news. The good news is that the number of for sale by owners continues to go up in every market. And directly correlated to that is a free lead source waiting to be plucked by you. Now, I saw a statistic the other day that blew my mind. 89% of for sale by owners that go up are eventually listed by a realtor. Let me repeat that for you. 89% of for sale by owners that go up are eventually listed by a realtor. Can a girl get an amen? I mean, seriously, if that doesn't get you going, then listen to this. Of all the for sale by owners listed, only 7% of them ever become sold. So what does this mean for you? This means that your ability to find a new business and scale it up has never been greater than it is right now. So there's huge, massive opportunity right now for you to expand the business you currently have. And if you're just getting started, there's never been a better time to get started than today. So now here's the bad news. The bad news is that there's so many roadblocks and snags ready to derail you and cause you to fail. And it's really easy to get frustrated and to hit a wall in our business. Like this guy, some days you just want to scream into your phone and throw it across the room. Well, I hope not, but you guys know what I'm saying. I mean, who else from this workshop finds it challenging with the increased competition of people jumping into your market, discount brokers, transaction brokers? It's causing the struggle to maintain a predictable business. And then on top of that, buyers and sellers, they're getting smarter. And a lot of the older real estate strategies, they're not working any longer. And if you're just waiting for the phone to ring by sending out calendars and recipe postcards, think again. If you're purchasing real estate leads, I don't have to tell you the reasons why you should be concerned. You guys, you already know Zillow is stealing our data, disintermediating realtors from home buyers and sellers, trying to take over the industry, trying to put traditional real estate agents out of business. And then you're paying for those leads and you're calling on them and you're competing with 10 other agents and you're fighting for the same buyer or seller. Let's fix this today. So please get ready to take some notes, get out your pen, get out your piece of paper, turn off your cell phone, and let's jump into this thing and rock this thing out. So one last thing before we get started, I have to give you 2 warnings. Warning number 1, please don't interpret any of this presentation as a promise or implication of your future earnings. My results aren't even remotely typical, and I've been at this almost 3 years, and naturally, I have a bit of an advantage. Also, the average person who buys any business building course or something similar rarely gets any results at all. Kind of like how the average person who buys home exercise equipment rarely ends up looking like the person in the commercial. And I'm not sure why that is, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to say it's true across the board. Guys, here's the bottom line. Real estate is hard and it takes consistency, work, and risk. And on top of that, almost nothing ever works right the first time. At least not for me anyways. And as I said earlier, you've got to stick with it. I mean, think about it. If business was easy, every single person would be rich. So if you're looking for a magic pill or an easy button that'll make you money, I'm not your lady. And it's better that you know that now so you can hop off this presentation and not be disappointed later. Now for warning number 2. Many of the strategies and tactics that I'm going to be teaching you during this workshop, they go directly against logic and they go against the norm. In fact, the results that we've been able to achieve and that our clients have been able to achieve have been almost directly the opposite of what all the experts out there are teaching in the market right now. So I'm going to ask you for the next 90 minutes or so, if you can just set everything aside that you've learned up until this point. I'm not going to ask you to forget it. Just set it aside and be open-minded regardless of your experience level. And if you can do that, I'll guarantee you this. When you get off this workshop, your life and your business, they're never going to be the same again. So are you guys ready? Let me know in the chat. Type a hell yeah. Give me some shout outs right now. Who's ready? Who's ready to get into this thing and rock it out? Let's jump in. Let me ask all you guys a question and put a yes in the questions box if your business feels something like this. You're hustling, you're making calls, you're door knocking, rushing to BNI meetings to only find the leftover scraps. So you build up some listings and you put them on the market. And then next, you become so busy selling those listings, you're not hustling, not making calls, not door knocking, or creating any lead generations, which leaves you having 0 listings. No listings equals 0 income. And then the cycle, it starts all over again. How many of you feel like this on the call right now? Please let me know if that's you. Oh, I see Amanda saying yes. Mandy's saying yes. Holly says yes. Bob's saying yes. Hannah says, I feel like I'm always chasing the next paycheck. Hannah, you know what, girl? I used to feel the same way. Because you generate leads, you build up some business, then you become so busy trying to sell that business, your lead gen lacks, leaving you with nothing on the table. And I know this because that was me too. The biggest problems us as realtors are always facing is prospecting, lead generation, or having a consistent pipeline of leads that are qualified and ready to commit to a home. And this goes for solo agents, buyer's agents, listing agents, and team leads. And I'm sure you're like, how do you know this? For one, it was my #1 challenge. And for two, before this training, I asked you guys to fill out a survey form with questions. And of the 200 surveys that were submitted, the common themes were, I don't know where to network, nor do I have a strategy to capture leads. I just relocated, or I'm a new agent to the market and I'm just getting started. Or there's a lack of viable leads, and of those, I'm confused on how to capture them. A good portion of you said you just need more clients in general, like qualified prospects, people who have pre-approvals and can easily afford a house and are not just lookers and time wasters. And lastly, everyone said they needed a steady pipeline of leads. What if I told you I found a way where you don't need a database? No more trying to fill up a database. No more sending out those drip campaign reminders, trying to get people to email you. What if I told you you don't need to send out postcards? Better yet, if you're currently sending out recipe postcards or different things to neighborhoods, from what I'm about to show you, you'll never have to send out another postcard, and you can keep your grandma's recipes a secret. You don't have to spend money on leads. Yes, I'm telling you, you never have to spend money on leads. Stop spending money on leads that cost you a fortune and don't give you a good rate of return. You don't have to door knock. Yes, that's right. No more door knocking. No more going door to door, hoping that someone's home, hoping that they'll listen to your spiel, and then hoping that they're willing to list or buy a home with you. And what if I told you you never have to go to another networking event again? But, and this is a big but, what if without all of that, I could show you a way to have consistent, qualified leads that are 100% absolutely free and enough to add an additional 12 to 24 homes to your volume per year? Would that make you excited? Would that get you jacked up? Would that have you screaming to the heavens? I'm pretty sure it absolutely would. Would that have you reconsider everything you think you know about getting listings? Maybe there is more of a science behind this than you guys thought. Ladies and gentlemen, news flash. The rules of real estate, they've already changed. And you're either going to evolve with the new rules or your competitors are, and they're going to leave you in their dust. And this is what leads me to secret #1. My surefire way on acquiring free leads of homeowners that are serious on selling today that don't currently have an agent. For sale by owners, they're the low-hanging fruit that no one else sees. They're ready to sell. They're trying to sell their home. They're motivated and ready to move quickly, which makes them prime for the picking. And finding for sale by owners, it couldn't be easier. What I used to do was drive around trying to spot signs, call the number on the sign, and start the process to getting the listing. But there is a much, much easier way, because one day I started to think like the for sale by owners. I went to where the FSBOs list their houses, and I began gathering all that data, which had absolutely no cost to me. Yes, guys, I'm telling you, the leads, they're free. There was no membership I had to pay. I wasn't charged for looking up the leads. In fact, I've never paid a dime for leads. The leads are free, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to farm the sources. And the best part is the for sale by owners, they're easy to spot. And because of this, you can quickly and easily laser target them. Instantly, I'm knowing what houses to target, which ones are ready to sell and are motivated. And frankly, they need an agent to list their house, and they just don't know it yet. I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets. The client is ready to sell. Their contact information is listed and ready to be contacted, and they're motivated. And they aren't currently working with an agent. And on top of that, the lead is free. And when you have a waterfall of leads, you're quickly going to realize things easily are going to start falling through the cracks. And that's why I've created systems and Excel spreadsheets to do the hard labor. I have Excel documents that keep me up to date on all the for sale by owners, who they are, where their house is, their contact information, the listing link, and any notes I need to take down regarding that listing. And this keeps me in check and on point when I'm making contact. And if you're like me and you have OCD, it keeps that OCD in line, having everything organized in a neat manner, making sure nothing ever gets lost. I also have special color codes that remind me if I've left a message, if I've called, I've gotten the voice message, I've made an appointment, or whatever state I'm in with that seller. But let me ask you this. Can you see how I discovered the one thing that everyone was searching for during the California gold rush of 1848? A gold waterfall of leads. That's it. Except in the comfort of my own home. And all I need is a laptop and a cell phone. And maybe you're thinking, yeah, Jen, I've called for sale by owners before. They hang up on me, they hate realtors, and they don't want to talk to me. And I totally get that. It was the same for me when I first started, and I almost gave up. But I said to myself, there has to be a way to mine this gold and take it to market. So I started watching and keeping track of what I was saying to the client, how I was approaching the call within the first few minutes. I would make hundreds of calls, and then I would look back at what worked and what didn't. I would take notes on both, and I just kept optimizing until I had it down. And I became so damn good at it, people started nicknaming me the FSBO Queen of St. Louis. Take a look at this.
Hello?
Hi, my name's Jen, and I'm a real estate agent with Dealman Sotheby's International. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, I'm calling. Is your home on Coal Creek Court still available?
Absolutely.
It is. Okay. The reason I'm asking is I'm working with a lot of buyers in your area currently, and the inventory, especially in your price point right now, is extremely limited. So I'm hoping I could schedule a time with you to preview your home, see it in person, and potentially match a buyer to it.
Okay, yeah, certainly.
Awesome. Are you by chance available at all tomorrow?
Yes.
What would work for your schedule?
Well, my office is about 10 miles from there.
Okay.
So, and I can be pretty flexible as far as when I can get away. So,
okay.
You had any time around noon or so, that would be great. Or if you needed a different time.
Noon would be perfect.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. Then I will see you there tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. And this is my cell phone, so if you anything comes up or whatever, you can either call or text me.
Great, and same for you.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Well, that works out great. I look forward to meeting you tomorrow around noon then.
Awesome, I'll see you then.
All right, sounds great.
All right, bye. So a couple of things I need to point out here. One, I set up an appointment, which creates me an opportunity to have a one-on-one experience, which gets me closer to listing the home. And then another thing to take note of is my tonality and energy on the phone with the for sale by owner. I'm very relaxed and low key as I don't want to appear cocky or aggressive. I'm going to leave that to the other agents. So who wants to see another one? Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm a realtor with Thielman Sotheby International. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hey, I was calling about your home for sale in Orchards Lane. Is it still available?
It is. It's only been on the market 3 days.
Yes. I just wanted to check. I was wondering if I could set up a time to preview your home. I work with a lot of clients in the area, so I like to see everything that's available to them and not just what's listed by an agent in case your home could be a match for one of them.
Well, I think I could arrange that, but I'd like to make sure there's a clear understanding of what the commission structure might look like if you were to present a buyer that bought the house.
Yes.
So what do you think that means from your perspective? So
from my perspective, that means 2.7%. That's pretty much the going rate in the industry. Is that something you would be willing to work with?
Probably not.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted to ask that question first before you came and we had a discussion, and then
okay.
It wasn't very fruitful. So
what are you guys willing to offer?
Well, we're actually, in most cases, what we're finding is people who might have. In fact, I showed the house yesterday to a person who had a realtor who was helping them find a house.
Yes.
But they found this house on their own and came by on their own without the realtor.
Okay.
And they were worried about what one should do, and I don't know if I know the right answer exactly, but I said, well, if you insisted, we could try to figure out some kind of a finder's fee. But beyond that, I really can't see, at least not yet, not after 3 days, what the value of that might be. Right.
Well, regardless of, commission, I would love to just see your house, because if it is a match for one of my clients, I'm the type of agent who is going to do what's best for them and not hold out on a house just because of what I might get paid. So I think it might be in, both of our best interests for me to come through, see the house, take a tour, some notes, and then potentially be able to match a buyer to it. And if we come to that point, then we can discuss something that's agreeable at that time.
Okay, I'm open to that.
Okay. Sure. What is your?
I just want to be cautionary. I just want to be really cautionary because these 2.7 isn't going to work.
No. That's fine. That's fine. We can figure something out if we get there, and we have to make it agreeable for everyone.
Yes.
Yes. So, do you have some availability this week at all where I could just come by? It might take me about 15 minutes just to preview it.
Sure. The number you called on, is that the number I would get hold of you?
Yes, this is my cell phone.
Okay, so let me call you back shortly. I got to go through my schedule because I work from home.
Okay.
So I'm working at the same time, so I got to make sure I'm going to be here and available. So
absolutely.
Do you have an ideal day from your standpoint?
Honestly, any day this week works pretty well for my schedule. I can be available mornings or afternoons. It makes no difference to me.
Okay, sure enough. I'll call you back shortly.
Awesome.
I just got to check my schedules, okay?
I completely understand. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yes, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
My name's Jennifer.
Jennifer, okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Take care.
All right, so if you're like me, this video probably has your blood boiling, right? Because this guy does not want to pay any commission and he wants an agent to help bring a buyer to that house, right? So I'm not there to argue with him. I'm not going to tell him, what percentage of commission he will pay me if I bring a buyer or any of that stuff. I don't want to argue. I'm just there to set the appointment. So I'm getting the time to go into that house, create that one-on-one experience with the owner. And whenever he doesn't sell his house, I've established that relationship. I've been following up with him, and he's going to easily choose me to represent him as his real estate agent. Are you guys seeing this? Does this make sense to you guys? I'm getting in the house, I'm getting to know the seller, and just by doing this, I'm already ahead of all the other agents. Who's loving this right now? And just for a little proof that this technique works, I wanted to show you here a snapshot of some of the checks I've received after I've closed multiple for sale by owners in a month. And yes, that is $130,000 in checks. And the best part is they continually come in. Now, I want you guys to meet Jacqueline. And after implementing my systems, she went out to her market and well, you'll see what she had to say.
Hey guys, this is Jacqueline from Texas. I used to be known as the Bizbo Queen, but now after I have used some of Jen's scripts, I'm the Bizbo Master. I love it. So I started using some Bizbos last week as guinea pigs, and I used 4 Bizbos. I called them on Monday. I got them all an appointment for Thursday. I previewed their house, did everything she said, and I got 3 out of the 4 listings. The 4th one offered to list with me. However, I had decided that it was not happening with that seller, so I passed on that one. But so far, shooting 500, so I am extremely thrilled. So good luck to everyone else.
Pretty amazing, right? What did you hear? Did you catch it? She used the scripts and got 3 of the 4 listings, and she could have taken the 4th, but she chose not to because that was a seller she just didn't want to work with. Jackie, who used this system, went from the Fizbo Queen to the Fizbo Master. Isn't she amazing? Now let's get into secret number 2. How I'm currently using texting to obtain 48% more listings than I do when cold calling alone. How many of you want to learn that secret right there? I'll be the first to say there's just days I don't feel like making calls. How many of you guys have had that kind of a day? Give me a hands up emoji or that's me in the chat box. Heck, maybe today is one of those days. But here's the cool thing. I've gotten 48% more deals through text messaging than I've gotten through cold calling the for sale by owner alone. So it doesn't matter if you're someone who loves the phone or you absolutely hate the phone. This system will work for you. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. This is a text message from Jessica, a for sale by owner, letting me know that she's available Friday for me to come preview her house. Then this is Sam, another for sale by owner, giving me an okay to come by at 10 a.m. for that appointment. Or this one from Steven, an active for sale by owner, giving me a big yes, letting me know that 9 a.m. works, followed by that big thumbs up. Or Terry, you guessed it, guys, a for sale by owner, ready to go for Friday at 5 p.m. And then you have Chris letting me know that the appointment is ready for 4 p.m. Or Stephanie for Wednesday at 1 p.m. Yet another for sale by owner that I scheduled an appointment with through text messaging. How many of you guys want a flood of text messages hitting your phone setting the appointment? Give me a big hell yeah in the questions box if that would get you excited. Even on days where you don't feel like making phone calls, you're setting appointments, you're lead generating, and you never have to pick up the phone. Isn't technology amazing? And better yet, a little surprise I held back here. What about those text messages actually turning into checks hitting your bank account? That's an absolute hell yes. This is a check I cashed for about $8,000 because of text messaging. Oh my gosh, the questions box is filling up right now. I have Ron saying hell yeah, Robert saying I do, Liam says me, Kathy says yes, John saying yes, Mark saying yes, Wendy's saying yes, Steve's saying that's amazing, Robert's giving me that big thumbs up emoji. Gary, what's up, Gary? I'm excited to see you here. Guys, hell yeah, right? What's even more powerful is when you combine the two, phone calls and texting. And now before I go any further, I have to point out the big elephant in the room. You're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, wow, Jen, I don't know if I'd ever call and text. That seems to be bothering the client. Well, first off, we're here to rescue the client from 1, never selling their house, and 2, to serve the client, making sure they don't get scammed out of their home, or worse, list with a bad agent. Can I get an amen for that? Because here's full transparency, everyone. I was the one saying that I can't call and text. They'll hate me and they'll never list. And it's actually kind of funny looking back on that now because I was so wrong. And here's how I became aware. I sent out an automated text to the person I had just called and they responded. And better yet, they ended up choosing me to list their home because I did my due diligence and I had followed up with a text message after that call. And from that day forward, I started calling and texting, and I closed more deals than I had in any previous months. And when I started to tell everyone in my office about this newfound knowledge, they ignored it and they laughed. They ignored it, guys. And that's exactly why their businesses continue to go down, and my business is continually going up, up, up. And after I've found my prospects that are willing and ready to sell their house, and I've made contact with them, I scheduled the appointment as you saw in the texts and the phone calls. But here's the thing, this isn't just any appointment, especially the ones that you're used to going on. What I like to do on the appointment is put 5 key things into place that always end up leading to getting that listing. And the first is proactively mirroring and matching the seller. And this might be real estate one-on-one for some of you guys, but for others, this could be the first time you're hearing of this. And it's called mirroring and matching. Psychology says that someone who represents you, talks like you, acts like you, looks like you, you're more likely to like and trust and interact with them more so than someone who couldn't be more different than who you are. And the same is when you're working with your clients. And that's exactly what I do for each seller. I talk at their pace and I mirror their gestures. If they talk slow, I talk slow. If they talk fast, I talk fast. If they sit down, I sit down. You guys get the idea. Trust me, the best part is they'll never catch on, but what they are going to do is wonder why they feel so connected to you rather than any other real estate agents who've came by to preview their home. The next thing I do is make sure to meet with the sellers on 2 days. I like to call these prime days because going on an appointment on a non-prime day could potentially end up with you losing the listing. And then the third thing is the connection point. I always make sure I pick up on something that is around the house to start a conversation about, whether it's a baseball picture or a sports team. Maybe I saw a gardening shovel out in the lawn when I walked in, and I'll just discreetly ask him about it and start a conversation. And then the fourth thing is the tour. I want to make sure that this is a home that I actually want to list. You know what I'm saying? And for some of you guys on the call right now, you might take every home that you can get your hands on to list. But for me, I'm very selective on the homes that I take on, and no one's right or wrong. It's just a preference. And then lastly, and most importantly, are the 10 magic questions. I have closer to 20, but I'll typically ask 7 to 10 questions during my quick visit to make sure that both the seller and I are on the same page. And now you have to keep in mind, we are talking about for sale by owners here. And the last thing on their mind is wanting to list with a real estate agent. So you want to make sure that these questions you're asking are on point and have a specific direction in mind. All right, I see a couple of you guys chatting in right now asking me what those questions are, and you guys are just a step ahead of me. Calm down, I'm getting to it. One of the most strong questions I always ask is, how are you marketing your home other than Zillow? And I just wait for their response, which is typically, I put a sign in my yard or I posted it on my Facebook wall. And other times it's, what do you mean? Another question would be, how long are you willing to for sale by owner before you will list with an agent? And this question is also key because it's always going to help lean things in your favor. And the crazy thing is the typical response is until I get frustrated or a couple of weeks. And this may come to a surprise to some of you, but what I never hear is, oh, I will never list with a real estate agent. Are you guys seeing how I'm leading the for sale by owner down a path that'll have them end up listing with me? Are you guys seeing this? Is this making sense? I'm seeding these questions at certain times, making sure that no stone is left unturned. I'm telling you, I've seriously done this hundreds of times, and now it works just like clockwork. But, and that is a huge but. What you don't know is there is one major thing that most, if not all, agents do on the appointment, and it'll screw up the entire process if done incorrectly. Quick, type me in the chat box right now. What do you think that all agents are doing wrong on the appointment that completely screws up the entire process? I'm going to wait, see some of you guys' answers flow in to see how many of you guys are catching on and seeing if you know what you cannot do. Absolutely not, no matter what on the appointment. Oh, it looks like a couple of you guys got it right. It looks like Amanda got the answer right. Good job, Amanda. A couple of you guys are a little bit off, but the number one thing that all agents do wrong on the appointment is ask for the listing. What? You guys are like, are you serious, Jen? You don't ask for the listing on the appointment? Are you insane? This is your chance to lay on a victory, a time to put one in the books. Guys, I'm here to tell you, absolutely not. At all costs, and I don't care how tempted you are, you will never, never be asking for the listing on the appointment because we've mirrored them, we've visited on a prime day, we've connected, we've asked them the top 10 qualifying questions, and we've toured the house. And we don't ask them for their business, then what in the world? Guys, trust me. Because here's a snapshot of some of the deposits hitting my accounts from following this system. Here's one for $4,515. Here's one for $8,310. Here's one for $12,000. Here's one for $12,750. Here's one for $13,200. And here's another one for $15,390. I could keep going for you guys, but you get the idea. Quick, type in the questions box. How many of you guys on the call right now would like to see these hitting your bank? And how many of you would have this hitting your bank be life-changing for you? I'll tell you, this has changed my life. It's changed our clients' lives. And the best part, it's about to change your lives. This stuff that I'm showing you guys today, it works. It absolutely, undoubtedly, it works. Now, let's get on to secret number 3. Why I'm holding invisible open houses and how they've become the key to closing 93% of all of my for sale by owners. And like I said, most agents, they're doing this wrong. You heard me right. I'm holding invisible open houses. And this right here, this is the turning point in the process to getting the listing. Think about it. Before there's ever a contract, I'm winning the trust of the seller to allow me to hold them an open house. Out of all the other real estate agents that have called them, for one, how many do you think offered to hold an open house? Well, I'll tell you the answer, none. For two, who do you think they're going to have list their house? Someone who they've only heard over the phone, or someone they've given the key to their front door for 2 hours? Ding, ding, ding. You have a winner. The real estate agent who builds the most trust wins. And I actually got this idea from a very popular book called Secrets of Power Negotiating. How many of you guys have heard of this book or potentially read this book? In this book, Roger Dawson goes out and he interviews the top seller in an organization. And the reason he wanted to do this was because he was outselling all of the other sales reps in the office by a factor of 10. But no one could figure out why, because he didn't have a different sales pitch. He didn't look any better or worse than anyone else. And he wasn't giving a bigger discount, but he was still closing at a factor of 10 to everyone else. So Roger goes out for a few days and sits in with this salesman to see if he can pick up on what was going on. So as he's watching him go door to door and talk to strangers, Roger picks up on something. And every time at the same point of the meeting, the seller hits himself on the forehead and says, "Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot a part of my presentation in the car. I'm going to go grab that real quick. Is there anything that I should know about letting myself back in? A key I might need?" And the typical response from the client is, "Not at all. Just go ahead and let yourself back in." And with that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was the key to this man's success. By training the client to trust the seller with one of the most vulnerable pieces of someone's life, their own home, psychology, by allowing the seller to let himself back in on his own terms, puts a seed into the client's minds that he should be trusted, and so they trust him. And that's exactly why I'm holding these invisible open houses, to seed trust into the client's minds. Are you guys getting this? Is this making sense to everyone? Are you guys buying this right now? Because this took me over 3 years to figure out, and it absolutely works. And then during that invisible open house, I'll usually do a live walkthrough recording on the house on Facebook. And here's just a couple of examples of me showing these off to my Facebook group and asking them for feedback on the home. And what's awesome to do is prior to the open house, friend those FSBO sellers on Facebook so that they can see these videos for themselves. Now, after the invisible open house, I'm always going to follow up with a phone call with a separate questionnaire. And it's on this very phone call that I get the for sale by owners to wave the white flag, the flag of surrendering, the flag of defeat. They're now ready to list with you, their newfound trusted realtor, and they're more than willing to pay you 6% to be their agent. And now you're probably thinking, well, yeah, Jen, that's nice and all, but how many for sale by owners actually wave the white flag and have you list? And before I reveal that stat, I'm just curious what you think that number is. Put in the questions box your guess to my closing ratio from holding an invisible open house to getting the house listed with me from the for sale by owner. Do you think it's 20%, 40%? 50%? Let's see how many of you guys have been paying attention right now, because I may have dropped this answer in the presentation a few times prior. Are you guys going to get this right? Okay, I see a couple of people saying 20%. Well, that's not exactly right. We got some 45%. If you haven't already, drop your guess in the chat, but get ready for a shocker, ladies and gentlemen. For every invisible open house I hold open, I'll close 93%. Yeah, 93%. So for every 100 homes that I hold open this year, that means that I'll list 93. Pretty incredible, right? And everyone knows what happens when you list homes. They sell and you make money. In fact, here's just a few homes that I've sold recently doing exactly what I've just showed you. Here's one on Forest Edge Drive in Defiance. Here's one on Brook Hill Ridge in Chesterfield. Here's one on North 3rd Street in St. Charles. Here's one on Bear Mountain Drive in St. Peters. Here's one on Oakshire Court in St. Peters. Here's one on St. Richard Lane in St. Charles. Here's one on East Greensmith in St. Charles. Here's one on Brookmont Drive in O'Fallon. And it all happened by using the 3 secrets. And I'm 100% confident you'll add additional volume to your business. And to make it crystal clear to impact you, to see how impactful this is going to be for your business, I want to put some numbers behind this. In the next 6 months, this system will easily put an additional listing on your books every other month. And let's just say you make on average about $5,000 per commission check when you sell a house. That's an additional $15,000 in the next 6 months, or better yet, $30,000 for the year, just by adding an additional listing to your income every other month. Now let's say you actually take what I taught you here today seriously. You could easily add on an extra listing every single month. Without a doubt in my mind, that would happen. And that would be an additional $60,000 to your year with an average commission check of $5,000. And then you have the real hustlers of the world, the people who are going to use all these 3 secrets and they're going to completely hustle the system on top of what else they're doing. And they're going to be adding an extra 2 homes per month to their listings. And that would yield you $120,000 a year in income if you added on 2 extra listings a month with $5,000 commission checks. And to give you an idea on how powerful those 3 secrets are, when done correctly, it's going to set you in the top tier of the best paid real estate agents. I Googled average real estate agent income, and according to the BLS, the best paid real estate agent earns around $112,000. Where I just showed you, by following these 3 secrets, you're going to earn over that. By just having 2 listings per month, that's going to bring you in $120,000. It's obviously worked for us. We've shown you overwhelming proof that it's worked for us. As you've seen on today's trainings, this is working exceptionally well for us and our clients. And now it's your time. It's your turn to put this into action and create success in your business. And I can hear people. I've heard this before, so I'm going to take the elephant in the room and I'm going to point my finger at it. You may be thinking, oh, will this really work for me? Jen, I'm so busy in my real estate business, I don't have time to figure this stuff out or to build it. Or I'm not good at calling people or talking on the phone. Jen, I'm fearful of rejection and would rather the client calls me. But St. Louis is different than my market. Well, guys, in fact, these are all just excuses. They're excuses that keep you from achieving success. And I saw this great quote the other day, and it read, "Success is what comes after you stop making excuses." Now, what I want to do is remove every excuse you have in order to finally create the success that you deserve. So here's the deal. I'm going to make it so you never have to make another excuse again. Would that get you excited? Come on, give me some chats right now. How many of you would like to never have to make another excuse again? You never have to make another excuse to yourself about why you're failing. You never have to make another excuse to your spouse. Never make another excuse to your spouse or your business partner about why you're not producing. Never have to make another excuse about why your business isn't as big or as successful or as profitable as you'd like it to be. Is that fair? If I could take those excuses and remove them so you never have to make them again, wouldn't that make you happy? Here's the deal, everyone. Your fastest path to success in multiplying your sales and acquiring more listings is this. What if you just took our systems and our processes and our experiences from selling massive amounts of homes and just modeled it for your own business? Take it and model it and make it your own. With your permission, I want to show you exactly how to take this thing to the next level. Can I give it to me in the questions chat if you're ready to bring this thing to the next level? Because I want to introduce to you the FSBO Fast Track system. And this is the #1 method for multiplying your volume in sales and acquiring more listings. And here's what it's all about. The FSBO Fast Track system has 3 essential components. And when working together, these 3 components give you everything that you need to be successful. And now pay careful attention because you're going to love each and every one of these 3 components. And the first component is the FSBO Fast Track Blueprint. The second is the FSBO Fast Track Training. And the third is the FSBO Fast Track Live Coaching. And all 3 of these things working together are going to help you create the success that you want, desire, and absolutely deserve. Let's take a look at the Fast Track Blueprint first. Remember just a few moments ago, I walked you through the process of finding free leads and nailing down the listing? Now imagine having a tried and true system that puts everything I just went over in a simplistic, organized, and easy to follow system where I guide you every step of the way. I give you the tools, the documents that keep all those leads in order, color-coded, tabbed, marked, so at a glance, you know exactly where each FSBO stands. If they've been contacted, called, text, voicemail, when to follow up, if the lead is cold, warm, or hot. This is the exact FSBO system that I'm using to go from FSBO to sold. I'm opening up this entire system for you to have for the very first time in 3 years of doing this. The blueprint will also give you the same step-by-step approach to handling the calls, what to say, when to say it, and how to handle any objections that come your way. Easy to follow guides that walk you through page by page and teach you exactly how to get all those for sale by owner listings in your area. I'm going to eliminate all the guesswork and show you precisely how to do this. If you have an assistant or a team, it'll be 100% simple for them to follow the blueprint as well, so they can see exactly how to close the for sale by owners as well. And then next, we have the FSBO Fast Track Live Virtual Trainings. Yeah, that's right. We're going to be going through these trainings live and together. We'll have 5 live trainings that will span across 5 weeks to make sure you fully understand each piece of the process and the methods behind why I'm doing what I do and when I do it. Plus, the first module is going to be capturing the lead. I'm going to break it down to show you my most lucrative places to go and find the for sale by owner. And absolutely no detail is going to be left out. And I don't care how experienced you are or you're not with finding the for sale by owners. By the end of that call, you're going to be a black belt. And I'm going to be breaking down my Excel documents, how it works, how to read it, how to apply it to your business, and anything else you would like to know in relation to the lead. And then by the time this training is over, you'll be able to quickly find the for sale by owners, have them organized and ready so that they're going to list with you. Instantly, I'm knowing when a new for sale by owner hits the market. Then the very next training is getting the appointment. I'm going to go through the components of getting that appointment. You're going to learn the exact scripts I use to call, to text, how I get the appointment by phone, the copy and paste text messages I send to get the appointment by text. I'm going to go through this all step by step, on when I call, when I text, how I organize my day around it to make sure I'm calling and texting at what I like to call the prime times of the day. And this is going to help you close more deals and get more appointments. So you can literally copy every step that I do while looking over my shoulder. This is the step-by-step breakdown of each element of the process, so you'll become a master at them. And then we have module number 3, where I discuss my top 5 critical techniques I use when going on that appointment. From the mirroring and matching techniques proven by universities, my exact calendar and organizational procedures, and my best questions to ask on the appointment. And I haven't even told you the best part yet. The best part is I'm going to be showing you very specifically with real-world examples and meticulous detail on how to set everything up. And just by implementing one of these steps, it's going to increase the amount of listings you land this year. And then we have module number 4, which is my absolute favorite. It's the holy grail of closing these for sale by owners. Module number 4 will go into strict detail on how to hold invisible open houses. And I'm telling you this, guys, if you're not holding invisible open houses right now, I'm going to guarantee you're leaking money away, because invisible open houses allow me to have a predictable income in my business, which without that, you don't have a business. You have a job, and I want to help you fix this. And people have paid us $5,000 to be coached and have me sit down with them to get this figured out for their business and how to integrate this with their team. And not only are we going to show you every possible way to perform these invisible open houses, but we'll identify the right models to use for you in your own individual markets and help you figure it all out and help you get it implemented into your business. Guys, this right here, this is a game changer. Are you guys understanding this? Is this making sense to you? Then module number 5 of the training, this one is cool because it makes the cash register ka-ching. Module number 5 is getting the listing. I'm going to train you on having those for sale by owners chasing you with contracts, begging you to list their homes at 6%. 6%. No more discounting your services. Module number 5 is the best magic trick of them all. The impossible, ladies and gentlemen, taking a for sale by owner, having them perform a 180 to list their home with you. And not only that, but going through every single process I do to make the cash register ka-ching. And how my average days on market is 22 days, so that in under 1 month, I'm going from for sale by owner to listing to sold. And that's exactly what you're going to be learning in module number 5. Okay. So let me recap here. We've got the FSBO Fast Track Blueprint for you to follow with detailed instructions for every element, every script, every step of the way, with easy to follow guides that walk you through and teach you exactly how to put the FSBO Fast Track into your system or into your business. We've got the 5 modules of training you'll get access to that walk you through the exact process, how to implement it every step of the way. Absolutely nothing is left out. And then lastly, we have the live coaching. Look, it happens to every single one of us, okay? We have the best intentions. We buy programs. We watch the trainings. We're doing the work, and we're following everything to a T. But guess what? At some point, you're going to get stuck. Well, the cool thing is that's not going to happen with the FSBO Fast Track program, because along with those 5 weeks of live virtual training, you'll receive live coaching and question and answers as well. That's right. You're going to receive personal, direct, live coaching from me directly at every single call, and that would normally cost you thousands of dollars if you bought it separately. But you're going to get that for free, completely included in this FSBO Fast Track system. And also, if you can't make it to the calls, that's totally fine, because we record each session. We put them onto a special members area for our clients, and then you have access to them whenever you want, however you want, and you're going to get all the slides and resources associated with all of the live training sessions. Sadly, though, not everyone here on this call is going to be able to afford this, even though anybody with a real estate license and a decent IQ is going to realize how essential this is for your business. But in business, the true best, the most cutting edge, the most successful and smartest actually doing this real estate agents, they're not easy to get access to, and they don't come cheap. And I'm not talking about the gurus here either, because I'm not a guru. I'm talking about the actual true blue agents that actually are producing 6, 7, or 8-figure years. Here's the thing. We're not easy to get access to, and we don't come cheap because we can perform the greatest magic trick in the world, which is what? We can generate consistent free leads, but not just any leads, leads that are qualified, leads that are ready to sell and motivated to move. So let me show you exactly what the FSBO Fast Track is worth to you. Let's say you have an average sales price of $50,000. If you're closing an extra 6 deals a year, you're going to make an extra $9,000 in commissions. And if you close 12 a year, when you close 12 a year, you're going to be making an extra $18,000. Now, if your average sales price is $150,000, when you close 6 deals extra that year, you're going to make $27,000. And when you close 12 deals, you'll make $54,000. Now, average sales price at $300,000. With 6 extra closings a year, you're going to make $54,000. And with 12, you're going to make $108,000. With an average sales price of $500,000, you're going to make an additional $90,000 when you close 6 transactions, or $180,000 when you close 12 for that year. Guys, that's insane, right? Who wants to add on an additional 6-figure income on top of what they're already currently doing in their business? And if you're just getting started, why don't we get you started with these incredible numbers right here? Let me go over it. You're going to get the complete FSBO Fast Track system. That's the blueprint, the live trainings, the live coaching, easily a $5,000 value. But I don't want to just give you guys that. I want to give you bonuses so that this can be the absolute turning point in your business, so that you guys can completely revolutionize what you're doing today in order to start making the cash you deserve and scaling up your business. You're going to find that most for sale by owners already have their next home picked out or purchased in most cases. And with the Trilogy listing method, you're going to see how you can leverage your for sale by owner listing and any other listings you have, for that matter, to easily acquire 2 buyers and 1 listing in addition to that FSBO listing. And we've spent thousands of dollars building this and getting it right and testing, and spent thousands and thousands of hours critiquing the process so that you don't have to. And I'm just going to hand this to you as your bonus number 1. So you're getting the entire FSBO Fast Track system, the blueprint, the live training, the coaching, which is easily a $5,000 value. Plus you're getting the complete Trilogy listing method, easily a $5,000 value. And we're just going to put a conservative value on it. So that gives you a value of $10,000, but we want to give you more because I really want this to be the turning point for you guys. For being here today, you're going to get the 7-step open house strategy. The greatest thing about this is it works in an up market or a down market. You're going to double or even triple the amount of people that attend an open house from just listing it on the MLS alone, and that is sexy, right? The 7-step open house strategy, it's going to do just that. So, for example, when I list a home on the MLS, it's a fresh listing, I might get 10 families to walk through. And when I add on the 7-step open house strategy, that number goes 2x and a lot of times even 3x. This 7-step strategy alone has made me thousands of dollars. And you know what's amazing? You're going to be able to use this strategy on homes that you hold open for other agents, filling your pipeline with additional free leads. Now, I've taken a ton of trainings in my career, and recently I've researched 5 different top-level real estate courses online today, and the cheapest one was $2,000. So you're going to get the FSBO Fast Track system with everything included for $5,000 in value. You're getting the bonus Trilogy listing method, Mine is Yours, worth $5,000. You're getting this new bonus, the 7-step open house strategy training, easily worth $2,000. Now, this is giving us a total of $12,000 worth of training, coaching, templates, licenses, and everything. Now, for bonus number 3, what if I told you during my 3 years of being a real estate agent, I've never written a contract for myself, I've never negotiated my own building inspections, I rarely attend home inspections, and I don't drive buyers around. And you're probably wondering why? Because none of those things, they don't make me money. There's said to be, 185 to 216 tasks in a real estate transaction, and you should only be doing 6 of them because everything else, it's a $10 an hour job. And I'm telling you right now, you're not worth $10 an hour. So stop wasting your time on tasks that don't make you money and start leveraging your time correctly. I'm going to show you guys step by step the processes and systems I put in place in my business so you can fire yourself from doing $10 an hour jobs and start making $1,000 an hour. This process here, it's easily worth $2,000. So you're going to get the complete FSBO fast track system, the blueprints, the recordings, the live trainings, the coaching, everything included, which is a $5,000 value. You'll get bonus number 1, the trilogy listing method template to immediately acquire 2 buyers in 1 listing for every other home you list, which is easily a $5,000 value. You're getting our 7-step open house strategy training, which is a $2,000 value. You're also getting leveraging your business, which is worth thousands in your business, especially if you're currently wearing all the hats. This is easily worth $2,000. So we got a total of $14,000 worth of coaching, templates, licenses, emails, everything. Now let's talk about bonus number 4 because this is huge. This is the multi-offer takeover technique. How many of you guys right now on this call, chat me in, you're experiencing an extreme seller's market? How many of you, give me a hands up emoji, give me something, let me know you're experiencing the same thing with a crazy seller's market right now. How many of you guys are experiencing when you put in an offer, you're losing it because there's multiple offers on the table and there's better, higher, stronger offers? That's never going to happen again with the multi-offer takeover technique, because I'm going to show you step by step how I'm leveraging lenders to steal the deal from other agents whose clients have bigger pockets and come out ahead even when my buyer is capped. This is the powerful technique that's going to have you slashing the competing realtors at the knees and scoring the deal, along with this special emotional letter addressed to the seller that puts them on your client's side of the fence. Stop showing your buyers enormous amount of homes and get them the house that they truly love, because this right here, you're not going to have to go and show them more houses because their offer didn't win on that house. You're going to get them the house that they love, and you're going to save your time of showing them tons of homes. And these resources, they can't be found anywhere online. And I'm going to show you, or I'm going to give you these today when you invest in this program. And this is easily worth $1,500 in value. Now, let me quantify that. The FSBO Fast Track system could easily sell as a standalone training for $49.95. In fact, we've paid more money ourselves for a lot less than what you're getting here. So easily all of the FSBO Fast Track systems, the training, the blueprint, the coaching, everything that you're getting here is worth well more than $49.95, but you're not going to pay that. In fact, you might say, well, if I knocked $1,000 off that, now the value gets a little bit ridiculous because that's only $29.95 for this entire system. But guess what, guys? You're not going to pay that either, because we're introducing this complete system at this ridiculous. You would literally have to be crazy not to participate at this price. But we're introducing this complete system at an easy to justify investment of $14.95 plus $99 a month. Oh, but wait, that's what we're introducing it as. For those of you who are ready today on this call to enroll today, by the end of the day, we're going to eliminate the $99 a month continuity, and that's going to save you alone $1,200 a year. That's gonna completely eliminate that $99, and you're going to just pay $14.95. And now you say, wow, that sounds like a pretty good deal, but what is this again? Let me review with you. We've got the FSBO Fast Track system, the blueprint, the live training, the live coaching with a $5,000 value. We have bonus number 1, complete trilogy listing method, template, and license worth $5,000. We have bonus number 2, the 7-step open house strategy training worth $2,000. We have bonus number 3, leveraging your business worth $2,000. We have bonus number 4, the multi-offer takeover technique worth $1,500. Now that's a total of $15,500, yours today for just $14.95. Now remember, I already knocked off that $99 a month continuity piece for access to the materials and licenses, and that's going to save you $1,200 a year. But I want to give you an even better deal just in case you're on the fence. So when you order by the end of today, we're going to knock off another $500. You're going to get the entire $15,500 in value for just $997. And if this isn't already an insane deal, would it be okay with you guys if I just